Hey, what's going on YouTube? What's going on Lions Den? This is Foxboy 7006 back. Um, I know it's kind of late for this video, but I was at work all day and I caught part of the game on my lunch, and then I of course I like my friend's dad had recorded the game, so I went over to his place afterwards and I watched the game with him, and we got talking about the game and everything. So after watching the game, um, we did pretty well today, but I'm just gonna say this much. Yes, the Detroit Lions defeated the Cleveland Browns 38-24, but the thing is, we gave up way too many yards. We gave up way too many yards in the game today. We gave up way too many yards. And if I looked at the statistics right, if I from what I saw they were discussing, the Lions were number 4 in rushing yards allowed. They were number 4 in the league in rushing yards allowed per game. We gave up over 200 yards both on rushing and passing. Gave up over 200 yards. How we managed to pull this victory out of our ass? I'm not gonna lie. It was We got lucky in a couple of these plays. One of the biggest plays I definitely gotta give kudos is I think it was a cornerback, Washington, I think his name was. That he forced the fumble and he ran it back for a touchdown. So that right there, that was great. We got a defensive touchdown with us. Was fantastic. Jamal Agnew, he put up even more yards for punt returns. That was amazing. I think he got like three. I think he got like 3 kick returns, and I think it was like 3 kick returns and 1 punt return for a combined total of like 60 some yards. I think I could be wrong, but that's just what I saw. Anyways, so Matthew Stafford. I really honestly don't know what to say right now. Um, Stafford, you've got to learn how to stop panicking in the pocket. I mean, seriously, you cannot do that shit. You're the highest paid player in the NFL today. You got to play like it. And the performance today, I'll give Stafford his dues. That yes, he did put up. I think he had 3 passing touchdowns, which was good, and we had 1 rushing touchdown thanks to Amir Abdullah. And granted, yes, the Cleveland Browns. From what I was told, Cleveland was number 1 in rushing defense and yards allowed, and was number 1 defense in the rush. That they allowed the least amount of rushing yards per game in the league. That they're number 1 in the league in rushing yards allowed. But it's pretty sad that the Browns are 0-8 and we knocked them down to 0-9. But that's neither here nor there right now. So anyways, holy shit, Eric Ebron finally got a touchdown. Holy mother of fucking Jesus, about goddamn time. He got a touchdown, which was pretty good. Golden Tate, he got a touchdown, which was pretty. I think he got like a 45-yard touchdown catch and run, which was really really good. And I think it was Darius Slay. I think it was Darius Slay who, at the end, when Cleveland was going for a last-minute touchdown, that he made a game-saving interception. That was fantastic. That was good. So, anyways, I mean, it's pretty bad how. I mean, I think in the weeks before this, the Lions, it's like the Lions' offense is a hit or a miss. It's like they, one week they'll have a game where their offense isn't doing shit. Then there'll be another game where offense is on fire, and the defense is also becoming a hit or a miss, where one game we can shut our opponents down, we can shut them down, and then other games we can't stop them. But the Lions need to learn how to play a full game of football. Need to play for the show up for the whole game, not just part of it. But overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie. Had we lost today, I was seriously gonna in this video say you need to sell the goddamn team because that was pathetic. But luckily we won. Luckily we got the win today. So we got our second win in a row, which is good. So we got our first win, got our first of 2 wins in a row. Green Bay, we got the win at Lambeau Field against Green Bay. We beat the Browns today. We finally got another home win. Our first home win since winning our home opener, since winning our first game at home. I just thank God we did lose to the Browns at home, because that just would have been like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? That just would have been, we just should have been ashamed of ourselves. But anyways, so the Lions are now 5-4, and next week we go to Chicago to play against the Bears, and we're 2-0. We're 2-0 in the division right now. Let's hope we can make it 3-0 next week. If we can make it 3-0 and we've beaten all of our division rivals at least once this year, then that's fantastic. Because they're saying that Detroit has the easiest schedule going on, right? Has the easiest schedule for the rest of the year. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There are 2 major games this year for the rest of the year I'm really scared of. One is against the Vikings at home, because the Vikings also won today. The Vikings beat the Redskins today, and the Redskins are no pushovers either. So I just really hope that at home against the Vikings we can beat them, because the Vikings play against the Rams next week, and the Rams are doing fantastic. The Rams are amazing this year. So I just really hope that Minnesota loses to the Rams next week, and if we beat the Bears and Minnesota and the Vikings lose to the Rams next week, then we're gonna be within 1 game. We'll be within 1 fucking game, within just 1 game of first place in the NFC North. Because if that happens, then all we have to do is beat the Vikings at home, and if we can beat the Vikings at home at Thanksgiving, and we have the tiebreaker because we beat them twice, because we'll have swept them, then we'll be first place in the NFC North, which would be fantastic. That would be amazing if we can do that. But anyways, we gotta just go 1 game at a time. So the bottom line is the Detroit Lions defeated the Cleveland Browns 38-24, which is really good, really pretty decent performance. Started out kind of rocky, but then then improved. But anyways, so and mind you, this was without T.J. Lang for the offensive line, and I think and of course Ziggy Ansah for our defensive end. So let's just really hope that we can pick up the win next week. Anyways, let's go Lions next. Let's go Lions. Fox Boys, and feel free to comment, subscribe. Do what you want to do. And if I got any of the stats wrong, then just please let me know in the comments below. But anyways, let's go Lions. Fox Boys 7006 out.